Welcome to the EmpowerMom Podcast, the podcast where we have real and honest conversations about the messy, daunting, yet beautiful and empowering journey of motherhood. Today, we would be tackling a common topic that I feel most mothers can relate to, which is the relentless juggling act and the invisible load. Through this episode, we will explore the sheer volume of tasks and responsibilities that working mothers manage daily, which is both visible and invisible. It highlights the constant mental gymnastics required to keep all the plates spinning.
Yep, exactly. Today we are excited as we have a guest on our podcast. She's Miss Pippin. She works as a senior technical consultant in a financial technology company called Fernego, which provides software solutions for client lifecycle management. She's also a mom of two boys. The oldest one is in Sec 3 in St. Joseph's Institute, and the younger one is in Primary 5 in primary school. So perhaps let's just jump right into the first question. So, what does a typical day or week look like for you in terms of juggling your career and motherhood?
Thank you, Melissa, and thank you, Atulya, for the warm welcome. And if I say about my juggling, I'm a mom for 14 years and a working mom for 12 years. Now I've reached a phase where my kids have become more independent and I just need to overlook. But there were days, or the days are still fresh in my mind, when I woke up before dawn and carried my elder one to the bathroom, got him ready, and later fed him and ran to the bus stop for his bus to primary school at 6:30 a.m. Then I would come back, repeat the same process with my younger one, get him on a school bus to kindergarten at 7:40. Then I will rush and get ready, have my breakfast, and then start my journey to work at 8:15. Then I would reach my workplace around 9:30. I'll be exhausted by that time. Then I'll go and get a glass of cold coffee to boost my energy levels, which of course is more calories and added to my weight gain. Then I come back by 8 p.m., finish my dinner, and I don't have time even to change. With a glass of tea, I will just go and sit with my elder one, help with his homework and studies, make him sleep, and then I start my things like again freshing up. And my me time starts that time. I used to get me time only during my travel actually. So maybe I can call those days as juggling, but with COVID, after that we started this work from home options, things have changed a lot. So those were days I should call the real juggling happened for me.
Oh, that's the fact that you mentioned your entire juggling story. I can't even picture the various things that you have done all at once. It's amazing to for you to share this. So when you think about this juggling act, like what are the things you actively manage in plain sight? Were there moments you felt that there were some things that you have not noticed? Maybe let's say you had like a schedule or a plan and you followed through, but you realized, okay, there were some moments that or some things that you've left unknowingly because of the things that you do all at once.
Of course, of course. Maybe when I look back, maybe I feel what I miss the most were my kids' small happiness and small achievements.
Mm.
Maybe the emotional support I should have given when my now I remember maybe the I never used to go to the playground with my kids. I
Oh.
always ask my helper to take him to the playground, be with the friends, go to the birthday party, any small extracurricular activities. I never been with them. I think it will be the times where they had the most exciting moments or happiest moments or more worries. Of course, miss those small things.
Did you by any chance had because I have noticed that in based on other conversations with moms, because of the fact they couldn't be there for their children, sometimes their children might not feel very happy, or were there any sort of conflict that had led, or were they understanding about your situation?
No, I always prioritize my kids. We have to prioritize things in every phase of our life. So, and I say, if I look back, maybe I was a mom at a very young stage compared to all Singapore mothers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, maybe I had just 2 years of experience. I grew up with my kids. But maybe I used to give priority to kids 1 year and to career 1 year.
Mm,
1 year I used to think this is for my career. I have to study something, get certifications,
mhm,
and change my job. I've changed 3 times my jobs over these 14 years or 12 years.
mhm,
So I also grew up with my baby. I used to prioritize things. Usually, Singapore schools, it's easy to manage. They
mhm,
give us the schedule ahead a lot. I
Right.
can plan my day, I can plan my leaves. They always try to be in school for each of their performance, each of their sports activities, even for parents teachers meeting. I never missed it. And
mm,
even, and I should say that I had a good, very good support system. I had a very good helper. So in scenarios where I had to come to school to fetch them from school, I had a very smart helper who was there to go and fetch them. So
mhm,
I never felt like there were moments or very big moments which I have missed.
mm,
Mm. Thank you so much for that. I'm sure all mothers would love to go to every single event that their kids attend or are going to. Perhaps let's go into the next question. How has the dynamic in your household with a partner or other family members evolved as you have tried to share or at least acknowledge this invisible load?
I'm a person who believes in divide and conquer.
Yeah.
So
mhm,
in my I have both household responsibilities, my kids' responsibilities, and my career responsibilities. And being a social human beings, we have to have at least some network of friends, right?
Yeah.
So to manage them, to be in touch them again, it's we have to put extra effort. So in our house, we have divided the responsibilities, all that upper level kind of bill management, house, those big things, POB bill management, the loan, all those things are taken by my husband. So I take care only of my kids' things and my kitchen things and my helper, including my helper recruitment, are my things. We both won't interrupt. We have the full accountability and responsibility. And my kids and my kitchen things, again, I have drawn a clear line with me and my helper. So I
mhm,
have made my helper responsible, accountable, and responsible for some of the things. It's her duty at the
mm.
end of the day.
True.
And there are some things which is my duty. Example, I'll be giving her the menu and the rest, including the recipe for the entire week, including the snacks. And
Mhm,
I'll get her even the things from the shop. So it's my responsibility. And it's her responsibility to for the entire cooking, entire weekdays. Weekends, I take over the kitchen
mhm,
and playground and drop off kids at tuition centers are my helpers things. So always there's a clear border. What I want to emphasize is that with the border, I gave the accountability and the responsibility and the authority for my helper as well. So that's how I was I was able to have a smooth journey.
Wow. That sounds so amazing. Being able to separate all your workload and your family is able to help you juggle with
Yeah,
so
of
many
course. I
things.
even used to get remote help from my parents and in-laws. If I want to learn, so like for my if my son, he used to
Mm,
sing. If I want to get a good song, I used to call my mother, find a good song. If my
mm,
son asked me like, Amma, can you make me something new like brownie? I will call my mother-in-law. Can you
mm,
please research and find some good recipe? She will
mm.
make one and then give me the recipe. So
Wow.
that means I used to call everybody, even remotely. Also, I used to get help from my parents and my in-laws as well. They all supported. Without all this good support system, I could not ever have a smooth journey.
Yeah, indeed. Your story sounds like you have such a wonderful support system. I
Yeah,
wish all mothers can are able to have this too.
touch wood, touch wood. Yes,
Yeah.
I had.
The next question we have is like, how do you find the mental energy to manage the endless to-do list? Because I'm sure there's a lot of things to do, from scheduling doctor's appointments to remembering birthdays on top of your career and everything.
If you love what you do, automatically the energy will come in. If you don't love something, we won't have the energy. I really enjoy being a mother. I have a lot of dreams about my career. And even I have a big dream, or I have my own dreams about how I should be a wife, how I should be a mom, how I should be a daughter, and how I should be a friend to my helper. So all these give me the energy. And whenever I'm down, of course, my remote support system, my parents, my mother, and my mother-in-law are my energy boosters for sure.
that's really sweet because I was talking to, I remember talking to a few other mothers before, and they don't have that kind of privilege, all the time, to have that strong support system. So seeing that, okay, there's one mother out there who has a support system, it gives that, awareness to everyone else, not just mothers, but everyone else who has a mother or who has a wife that is a mother, that they need a support system. They cannot function all on their own. So yeah, I really appreciate you sharing that with us. And then probably another question would be, were there any moments you felt you have failed in some way as a mother? Especially, let's say suddenly something drops. So I have mentioned a previous question about whether you have dropped something because of the endless load that you have. Have you had a sense of failure per se? Or and if you do, you could also share with us.
Maybe what I consider myself a failure will be at times I would have shouted at my kids or my son when
Mm-hmm.
without understanding what really they were going through, because we have lot of priorities. We make our own priorities. Maybe some, that's what I again mentioned to you before. I might have overlooked all those small happiness or something what was going through their mind, the small little things
Mm.
actually. So I would have, for sure, I would have shouted at my kids many times where they needed more empathy.
Mm-mm. Oh, that's actually okay. Then did you find any strategies or methods that could maybe help you in try to bring more empathy to your children?
What I feel is why I did not have empathy or why I overlooked was my hands were full.
Mm.
Mm.
I was never give up to I was never ready to give up anything. I wanted everything. But I
Mm.
just gave different priorities or weightage. If I would be just a sit at home mother whose only priority was just taking care of kids, and even without taking care of myself, I would have given more time. I can only think of my grandmother, who
Mm.
was my mother was a working mother. My grandmother was always there with me in my house. So I remember she used to see all my worries as a kid, and she used to understand all those small things because her hands were not that full. So
Mm.
I think what I need is my hands are always full.
Mm.
When you have your own pressure or tensions, it's sometimes difficult to be in other person's shoe. I was always in my shoes.
Mm. Thank you so much for sharing that and being so vulnerable with us. So I guess we have one last question. What is one message you want to share with new mom who is starting to feel the overwhelming weight of this juggling act and the invisible load?
Yeah, what I feel is our life and life conditions keep on changing. So what we have to do is we have to periodically prioritize things and give weightage. And this should be ongoing things. As things change, we again have to prioritize and give weightage. What needs more weightage? Then you will be able to blend motherhood, career, and other roles in the right ratio to have the perfect journey so that nothing is overpowering the other. Yeah, what I say, the mantra is just prioritize, keep prioritizing and give weightage and reevaluate it as your life conditions change. Phase of life, we should not worry about it. We should enjoy this only for a small period.
Yep. Prioritizing is so important for everyone, not just working mothers.
Yes, yes.
Think-
This is every phase of life is beautiful. You should
Yeah.
enjoy every phase. You should not worry. Maybe after 10 years, I'll be worrying I'm having a emptiness syndrome.
Mm.
Mm.
So I have to live each of my days with my kids.
Oh, okay, that's okay. That's a different perspective because, um, maybe because I'm very young. I mean, in terms of, I would never think of there'll be a moment where I'll be having an emptiness syndrome. Then I'm thinking, okay, maybe 30, 40 years down the line, I might also suffer the same syndrome along the line. So then again, what you said makes so much sense. Try to live your life to the fullest in the sense that you should be thankful for the smallest things happening right now because you do not know what you'll end up later on.
Yeah, what I believe is live your today as if you should not regret about your yesterday any other time.
Oh, that's a very
That's
wonderful
so
quote right now.
insightful.
Okay, that's amazing.
So thank you so much, Miss Pippin, for sharing your journey and your honesty with us today. I think every mom listening can relate to the invisible weight we carry, sometimes without even realizing it. To all the working moms tuning in, remember that you are not alone in this juggling act, whether the load is visible or invisible. Your efforts are deeply meaningful. Take a moment this week to acknowledge all that you're already holding and give yourself the compassion you deserve.
Thank you, Melissa and Atulya. Had a good time with you. See you.